Welcome back to another video. As my channel is growing a little bit, I'm going to start including some larger channels, though I'd still like to prioritize the smaller ones. If you know of any channels making game dev videos, preferably with active devlog series, then please let me know in the comments below. And don't be afraid to suggest your own channel, I'd love to see and feature them all. I've also finally got a new microphone, so let me know what you think of the quality please, and whether it's better or worse. I was previously using a headset microphone, so I'm hoping the quality will be a lot better and faster to edit. Anyway, into the video. First up, we've got Yorkie's channel. I have no idea how he only has 8 subscribers. That is insane to me. He is creating devlogs for his space roguelike game and game maker. It's got a really simplistic pixel art style and the aesthetic really stands out in my opinion. I especially like the huge UI elements, as in most modern games the UI is always compact and hidden out of the way. The gameplay and animations look really fun and I'm excited to see it progress. Huang is another small channel with only 20 subscribers. His game looks extremely polished and fun already, and the dashing mechanic as well as particle effects looks so appealing. It's a top-down dungeon crawler game, with both fast-paced and slow-paced gameplay, between exploring, fighting enemies, and crafting in towns or settlements. It looks like a lot of fun, and I can't wait to see it get more fleshed out, with more content and mechanics. Toasted Gears is a solo game dev working on a Metroidvania game called Legendary Dungeon. It's still in the early prototype stages of development, but it's coming along nicely. The art style is really unique and the animations look great so far. With more backgrounds and polish, I think it'll look fantastic. There's still a lot of mechanics and features to be added to the game, but it's progressing fairly quickly. Wideflat is a channel making game dev videos. He makes a lot of devlogs as well as game simulations, which are really fun to watch. He's recently started working on a larger project, so I'm excited to see more devlogs on that. The game is a 3D, third-person simulation and survival game. The player will have to manage their own health, hunger, thirst, and sleep with exploration elements. The game actually won't have any combat system, which is pretty interesting, and makes me curious how the gameplay will span out. Azanga is a game developer making a 2D puzzle platformer game, called Morphe for mobile phone. It looks really fun and has various levels with unique obstacles or traps throughout. The game is constantly improving with each update, and the art style is really nice. There's so many different mechanics and obstacles to work around throughout each level, especially for a mobile game. Emily Kay is a solo game dev, working on a game called Shepard, a story-driven game made in Unity. The game has an unusual but beautiful art style, and mechanics such as turn-based combat, gathering, crafting, and sending out spirits to do your bidding in the land of the living. I especially love the idea of sending out AI to do tasks for you, and returning back with loot. It sort of reminds me of World of Warcraft's garrison missions. nbarber20 is a game dev that creates lots of small prototype games. He recently started documenting some of them in his What I'm Working On series. It's basically a devlog showing you which project he's working on, and what he's doing within them. He's currently working on an orchard simulator game, in which you sell your fruit to little robots in return for money. The game is still in its early stages, but it looks so good already. Each tree is procedurally generated, and the videos are really interesting. A Call for Adventure is a channel creating a 3D, third-person adventure game. The art and models sort of remind me of a 3D Adventure Time. The game already has a fun-looking combat system, exploration, and sailing. It's still pretty early in development, and I'm sure there's a long way to go, but it looks very promising so far. DGB Dev is creating a roguelite game called Rogue Realms. It's a mix between a regular roguelite and a farming simulator. The few pieces of art and animation in the game so far are really nice, and the concept sounds fantastic. The game will have NPCs that you can build friendships with, much like Stardew Valley, as well as fast-paced combat, much like Enter the Gungeon, with farming, and so much more. Freddie Newton is a game dev, creating a roguelite game with survival elements, called Hydro. The artwork, animations, and overall polish by the end of the first devlog alone is incredible, so I'm really looking forward to seeing more. The game will have a dystopian setting in which you need to not only stay alive, but also remain hydrated throughout your run. Please go check out each and every one of these game devs. They all produce great content and deserve a lot more subscribers. I wish them all the best and I hope they surpass me soon. Again, if you have any suggestions of who to showcase in the next video, please leave them in the comments below, and don't be afraid to suggest your own channel. I'd also like to say thank you so much to all of my patrons that support me over on Patreon. So a huge thank you to Tom, Fist Me Daddy, and Sab Kitty. Please like and comment if you enjoyed the video, and leave any suggestions in the comments. I'd love to hear them. All of the channels showcased in this video are linked in the description, so please go check them out and show them some support, as well as the links to my socials and Discord. Thank you so much for watching.